Today we're trying the 5 Angels acrylic sculpted tips. This is a new system on the market and it's been going viral for its high apex. Today we're going to try out these nail tips and see if it's worth the price. We'll be doing some troubleshooting and also going through some tips and tricks to see exactly how we can perfect the application of these acrylic sculpted tips. We'll be going through exactly what these tips are and exactly how to use them, and we're going to be transforming our nails into some beautifully sculpted nails. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be trying out the 5 Angels Tipex Instant Apex Nail Tips. That's a bit of a mouthful to say, and I was very interested to know what these were. They were kindly sent to me by the company, so thank you very much. And I'm going to be sharing with you today my experience on how these nails performed and how easy they were to apply. So as we unbox the packaging, you can see that they have the nail sizes on the plastic piece on top covering all the nail tips. And my first impression of this nail tip was that it is very thick and the apex truly is very high. As you can see, the cuticle area is ever so slightly thinned out, and so is the free edge. This is the size comparison between the smallest and biggest, and even the smallest size had the same features. So I was very excited to see what else comes in this kit. I was also trying to bend the smaller one and I could get a little bend on it. However, the biggest size did seem much stronger and I could not even get a little bend on it, which suggests to me that this probably is acrylic. This system also came with its own nail glue, which came with a very convenient applicator tip. I really appreciate it when brands do this, so I was really excited to see how this performs. Unfortunately, the kit does not come with a UV light, so I am using my one from Melody Susie today. So let's get straight into doing our nails. I'm going to start off with bare nails, and I'm going to start off by sizing out my nail tips. I went straight in with the nail tip sizes that I usually am, which is a 5, 8, 7, 8 and 11, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that these matched very well from sidewall to sidewall, which is how you want to size up your nail tips. If you find that the nail tips are slightly going over the sidewall, just use a hand file to file them down and that will sort out the problem, but I found no issues in finding my exact nail sizes. So for the next step, this step is optional, but I prefer to do this just because I like a bit of extra adherence and I like to see how long my nails will last with proper nail prep. So I will be buffing the inside of the nail tip. You can use this with a chemical primer, or if you don't have one, you could just use a sanding band or a buffing block. You will know that the area is fully etched when you do not see any shiny spots, so just keep going until everything goes matte. This step is very important if you want really long-lasting nail extensions, just because the gel that we will apply will be able to set into the etched areas of the nail tip, and that will create a better bond between the gel and the nail bed. So personally, I like to do this. If you do not wish to do this, it's completely optional. It is also very important to remember to remove all of the nail dust after you've done your etching, because you do not want to trap any nail dust. This is going to lead to lifting and a lot of air pockets. The next step is to grab the nail glue and apply a small amount into the nail. This was my first time doing this, so I wasn't sure how much gel to apply. As you can see, I applied very little, and you will see in a moment that we will need to go in and apply a little bit more. I wanted to keep this part of the video in just to show you what it is that you should be doing when you see that there is not enough gel. You could simply remove the nail and try again. However, the main issue here was having not enough gel inside the nail tip, so I did have to remove the nail again and just reapply more gel. As you can see around the cuticle area, there were too many air pockets and this would have definitely led to lifting. So around the cuticle area, we're just adding a tiny bit more and then going in, and as you can see straight from the application, you can see that there are no air pockets and the nail just kind of glides on very smooth. Now we're just going to cure this for about 60 seconds And remember, this is a flash cure light, so you definitely need to get a full size light and cure your hand in at the end for about 60 seconds. We're now going to repeat this with the next nail. For this nail, I definitely added a lot more gel and decided it would be good to try and spread it out. I found that using this technique helped to spread the gel out a little bit more, and I was able to achieve a smoother application compared to the first one. However, I did have to go slower and I did have a little bit more spillage. However, I think that for my second attempt, it was definitely a lot better. I did end up using my silicone tool to clean up on the sides, and then I just cured that for a good 60 seconds. I will be leaving the link to this very handy UV light down below. It has been sent to me from Melody Susie and I absolutely love it. So here are what our nails are looking like so far. Honestly, so impressed, and they're looking very good, very clean. So we're gonna go ahead and continue to do the rest of our nails. With the gel, I was getting better and better. I definitely found that less is more, and spreading out the gel definitely helps me to determine how much gel I'm actually using. So with this nail, it was a much smoother process. I did have a couple bubbles at the cuticle, but I just pressed the nail down a little firmer and it just kind of pushed those out of the way. And this nail pretty much came out perfect. There was barely any spillage on the side, and I had applied the perfect amount of gel. Something else I love about this gel is that it kind of stays in place. You can easily let go of the nail after applying it and check around on the sides and the cuticle area. So this was definitely a very beginner friendly process, and the gel was of very good quality as well. So once I was happy with this nail, I did my little flash cure, and then I put my hand in a full strength LED light just to make sure that everything was fully cured for a good 60 seconds. Once the nails are completely cured, I'm going in with my sanding band. This is a fine grit sanding band. You want to be very gentle, and I'm just filing around the cuticle. This is optional. I decided to do it just because my application was not perfect. It's always best to give the cuticle area a little extra filing just because you want to avoid lifting, and sometimes you can kind of see where the cuticle area is and where the nail tip starts. So I just prefer to use a sanding band. It makes everything seem more flush, and it definitely helps after when applying your color or doing your design. I will show you guys a closer look of these nails, of course, when they are fully painted, just because I feel like you can definitely tell what they actually look like at that point. You will see that the apex is nice and high and the cuticle area is nice and smooth. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to drop me a like and also a comment of what you think of this video so far, and if it has been helpful. Of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified every single time I upload. So once we are finally happy with our cuticle area, we're going to go ahead and take a hand file and just file the free edge, just because sometimes you have this little plastic piece that sticks out, and this is a good time to change up your nail shape if you wish to change up your length if you wish to. So I'm going to keep it as it is, but if you want to go square, if you want to go almond, if you want to go stiletto, then this is the time you want to change up your nail shape. So once the nails have been completely filed, I am going to go ahead and of course remove the dust. This is super important, and I found that when doing this step, it turned the nails matte. I completely forgot that this happens with gel and acrylic, so maybe don't do this if you want to keep your nails clear. However, I will say to go and wash your hands with some soap and water, and this will get all the dust off. But for today's video, we're going to go ahead and do a quick little design just to kind of really bring out the nails and show you guys exactly what they look like. So I'm going in with this beautiful milky pink shade from Madame Glam. It's in the shade Shaka, and I will leave a discount code in the description box down below. And if you are interested in this nail system, you can definitely check out the different options they have available on Amazon. They have some smaller kits and also this full-size kit that I'm showing you guys today. But the smaller kit does come with a little light. It comes with 120 pieces of the nail tips, as well as a foundation base gel, which I believe will be the base coat, and you also get the 30 grams nail glue. So that's honestly a good deal, and that one is about $30 US. So once our nails are painted, you can definitely see these nails coming out more. I definitely love these on a second coat, and as you can see from the side, they are already very nice and sculpted. The apex area does sit very nicely, however it can look a little bit high depending on your preference. For me personally, I feel like these could have been a little less thick from the side. Some fingers definitely looked a little thicker to me than others, like the ring and middle. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, but for now we're just gonna put on a couple of these stickers. I find that using nail stickers is honestly such a quick way to do a nice little nail art, so I'm using these butterfly stickers from Amazon. I have definitely been inspired by the spring nail sets coming out, and what could be better than doing a cute butterfly set. A tip for when applying nail stickers: if the sticker starts to lift when you're applying it or after you're applying it, then wipe the nail down and try again. Now it's time to seal these nails off with some top coat. Here I'm using my BT Art Box top coat, which I recently received, and I'm going to be doing a nice layer of this all over the nails. Top coat is very important to help seal your design in and to protect your nails, making them a little bit stronger and also just preventing them from staining or being damaged on the surface. So I'm applying a nice layer of top coat, and I'm using my full-sized UV light to cure these for about a good 60 seconds. When curing your nails in a UV light, always make sure that your hand is flat inside the light and that your nails are not moving about, otherwise you could bump your nails and really damage the curing process. So once the nails are nice and cured, we're gonna go in and apply some of our Madam Glam Elixir cuticle oil, and this is the finished result. Honestly, I love how these nails look. They look like they took hours to do, however they only took a couple of minutes. I think I got one hand down in like 15 minutes, which is absolutely amazing. The design also came out very cute, and here you can see from the sides that the cuticle area is very nice and flush. You can see that we have a beautiful structure with no weird lumps and bumps. The surface is very smooth. I think this nail system will definitely help a lot of people who are beginning and struggling on building their apex. This is definitely a quick way to do so. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!